Hi people, this is your last tutorial on how to create an FPS game, 40 tutorial. And today what we'll do is basically fix a couple bugs in the game, add one feature, and then I'm gonna show you how to make your game or your level look a lot more beautiful, even if you don't have Pro like me. So first let's open up Unity. Actually, first, what I want to look at is the scripts. First, let's fix everything. So, open up all the scripts you need to fix the bugs that I found. Now, of course, there are way more bugs, but this is just all I'm gonna do. This is like kind of last minute thing. I might even do a fix series, for this, because I found a couple of bugs. But this is just last minute fixes. Right. So first of all, we only want the AIs to react if the player is on their level. So what we're gonna do is add here a line of code and say if player dot transform dot position dot y is bigger than transform dot position, god damn it, alright, position dot y, and then plus 10, because we don't want it to only work if he's exactly on their y position. We want it to work, in between. So plus 10, and what way to put semicolon there? So if so, then return, don't continue, stop executing this code. And we want to also put that on the AI turrets. So make sure you put it under your player variable so it won't bug out and stuff. What the fuck? Alright, you can take this transform off here because here we're accessing the player's transform straight away. So that's two fixes for these. Alright, and now we also might want to put it for the AI generator, so let's do that too. What script is that? Right, scripts, AI, no, generator. There we go. And let's do that. Control V, and that's all there is to it, right? And now on the player health, I played my level. I made like a three-story level. Just a short demo. It's not complete at all. It's just did something like 20 minutes just to get a quick demo. So I played it and I noticed that you get shot a lot without noticing, so you can die quickly. So and also you also have to respawn at the start of the level each time, which is really kind of crappy. I don't want to restart. I don't want to go all the way back to the spawn if I made it so far in the level. So then I gotta go hitchhike everything back there. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna take care of the respawn problem. So I have 3 respawn points on the level, 1 on each story, and I'm just gonna tag them respawn. So tag respawn. Excuse me, that was my phone. And tag respawn. Let me just pause for 1 sec. Alright, so sorry about that. Where was I? Alright, we're tagging the spawns right here, so we know how to get them, right? And then we want to get the nearest one and set that to our spawn variable, which I've made private for the video. So there's a function actually on the Unity documentation website that we need to use. Just I know how to make this. Just didn't want to type it out because it's kind of long. So just go to the Unity website and type in the search game object. So we get the class. Let me show you how to get there. Right. First of all, go to the Unity3d.com. All right. Well, my internet's lagging. And when you go to Unity3d.com, store, documentation, how to get here. Then type in the search game object, and it will bring you to this game object class. And on there, you click on the find game object with tag, and then it will bring you to this example, right? So we're just gonna copy this. There you go. So we're just gonna copy that and put it right above got hit. Save that, and then change this to respawn or whatever you tagged your respawn objects. And close this. See, right here. If you type this, and then you get find game object with tag. So that's how you get there. And yeah, now all you need to do is just go right up here, the top of the script, set spawn equal to find. I'm just gonna rename this quick. Find spawn dot transform, because this returns a game object. You can see what type it returns right here. I've already told you about this. It returns a game object, so we need to get that game object's transform because spawn is of type transform. Anyhow, that's all we need to do for the spawns. That should take care of it. And then the next thing I want to get into is notifying the player that he's hit. So first, what I meant to do, you can do this in many methods. You can like shake the screen, or I don't know, play a sound. All I'm gonna do is just display like a red screen that pops up every time he's shot and then fades out whenever he's not. So var red screen. It's not like bloody screen of Call of Duty, just, you know, red screen actually kind of gets you like in the panic that, oh my god, you're shot, and it's really noticeable. So that's why I'm using that. And then we just, under the hit mark, we want to make a new category for that, and we'll call this health warning, right? Then we need a new variable for it, just like you have the fade. Just like you have the fade, we're gonna make a new variable called private var fade h for fade health. So once we got that variable, we wanna set it up. So if fade health is bigger than 0, fade health minus equals 0.01, depending on how much you want it to, how fast you want it to fade. Then set GUI.color.a equal to fade h. Then everything under this will have this applied to it, so don't put anything under that. Or just put, you know, GUI.color.a equal 1 if you want to continue putting GUIs under that. Anyways, then just go GUI.draw texture, and then we want to draw this on the entire screen, so from 0 to all of it. So this position is going to be 0 by 0 by 0. Then the width and height are going to be the screen width and height. So screen.width and screen.height. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put aside a rect, so rectangle. There we go. Now here we're just going to put red screen. Close that. And that's all for the onGUI function. Now we just need to make a function that can be called from a message. So function got hit. Such an original name. Fade. Actually, that wouldn't be smart because we already have that message, so it might catch both messages. So let's call this red screen, right? Then make fade h equal to 1 or 1.5 if you want it to take a longer time to fade. Not long time to fade. If you want it to like sit on the screen for a bit and then fade, then make it bigger than 1, because the alpha only counts it from 1 to 0. So if you make it bigger than 1, it will still minus, but it won't. It will look the same. So just a quick tip. I want it to just fade immediately. So yeah, now that we got that done, let's make the player send the message. Now I noticed this got hit function, this got hit variable thing isn't really working, and the fault is actually in the AI gun script. See, it's constantly, all the AIs are constantly sending messages to it, adjusting it, and that's a big problem. So what we want to do is we want to delete all the messages except for this one. I'll delete this one and wherever else. Anyways, delete all the send message got hit. Delete all of them, and also delete their parameter. And also, I already deleted the parameter. Oh no, I didn't. Also, take the parameter off the got hit function here, and simply set got hit to true on the function. And then go back here, and simply, this is all you need to do for this to work properly. So yeah, that's it. And why are there two got hit functions? Anyways, that's bad coding. I shouldn't have done that. So yeah, send message got hit. That's all you need to do. And now in the player, you need to turn the got hit off once it's on. So if is hit equals true, then before we set it to false, we need to send the message. So transform dot send message red screen and is hit equal false, and then this will send the message once, not a bunch of times. Then it will set the is hit to false again, and everything will work perfectly. So yeah, I think that's all. Oh, whoops, already has a definition for red screen. Oh, you can't name a function and a variable in the same name. Sorry, we've had this error before, I think. I just got red screen with a lowercase r. And in player health, also change that. Red screen with a lowercase r. And there we go. So that's all for the fixing. And now, I just want to kind of, give you a tour of the game from start to end. So let's open up the main menu, and this is basically how it will start. I don't want this gun actually. Where is it? Delete it. And then there we go. So we got our credits, exit, play, right? Click on play. Got a small bug here. Alright, fixed that. It was just, it was emitting. I was checking the emitting because they wanted to edit the particle effects. Anyways, we didn't set the red screen variable. We didn't get the image yet. So I have the image right here on my desktop. I'll send you this image. Like I'll put a media file link, or I'll put it on my website. And so what we need to do is just go in the GUIs, and you know the drill. Right click, import new asset. Then go right there, red screen. Bam, you have it. Then set it to the player. And then so you won't have to set it on each level, so the player will be same on all levels. Just click apply. There we go. And last thing I want to do is actually give the player a lot more ammo, because we don't give him ammo throughout the game. In my game, you can make it a feature that he like gets ammo boxes on the floor or something, but I'm not gonna put ammo boxes on the floor. I'm just gonna give him a certain amount of ammo, and he's just gonna have to do with that. So that's that. And yeah, let's start. No reference exception. Right. I don't know what that's talking about, but see what you might want to make this difficult. The A's are pretty dumb, but player-wise and level-wise, this game is functional. And yeah. Oh, by the way, I didn't respawn because I don't have a respawn object here. Tagged respawn, so there we go. So yeah, you just want to play. You want to play throughout your level before you actually publish it. You don't want to just straight off this. You just want to play your game, do check for bugs and stuff before you actually publish it, because mine has a lot. But I didn't really do a bug check before I started this tutorial, because I just wanted to, you know. I got all the barrels to explode. Oh, why am I missing the red screen GUI? This is kind of difficult. Oh, this is not linked to the prefab. Yeah, our game is functional. Advancing to the next level. Now watch this. If I'm killed here, GUI does not exist. If I'm killed here, they don't respawn. Why is that? Oh, I do respawn. Alright, anyhow. Blah blah blah, killed you. And then there's like an end level and takes you back to the menu. So that's it for my small game. Yeah, it still needs a lot of polishing. This is by no means a final level or whatever, final state. This would be considered like a pre-alpha or something, or beta. But yeah, so that's this is where I end this series, because I've given you the basics for creating a first-person shooter. You see, it's not Call of Duty, but it is something to start from. You know, you get the idea of how to make levels. You get the idea how to place AIs in your game. You can, if you know AI programming, you can make them much more better. But anyways, just wanted in this series, that's all I wanted to do. Just give you the basics of creating a first-person shooter and games in general. So that's the end of this series. Next series I'm gonna do is Unity series, how to use Unity, because I've gotten a request for that, and I see it's kind of getting views, so I'm gonna do more tutorials on that, and maybe I'll even make a multiplayer first-person shooter tutorial if I actually see a lot of people participating in my forum or showing me their games. What I'd really like to see is if some of you would send me like a quick video of the game they made watching some of my videos, or just using this tutorial series. So yeah, that's the end of it. Hope to see you in other tutorials, and bye bye. One last thing before I end this. I know it's kind of sudden, but I told you in the beginning that I would teach you how to make your levels more prettier, and even if you're not using Pro, before we end this series, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And this is all done with light maps. So if you excuse me just one sec. Alright, so what light maps are is basically it's a map made of a lot of images that the computer reads, and then it knows where to put shade and where to put light, so that it looks actually realistic. So to make a light map, Unity, if you ever heard of the Beast light mapping in Unity, it's actually this feature that Beast is like a separate program that they incorporated into Unity, and it allows you to make light maps, without any external programs, from your Unity levels. So, and it's really cool, but it does take a lot of your processor, so you need a strong computer for this. And it only needs to be done once, but every time you change the level, say you move this, or you deleted a light or something, you need to redo the light map, rebake it, how they say. And I'm just gonna show you how to bake a light map. And remember, each time you make like a change to the level, like you move the environment or move lights, rearrange lights, move everything in the level, but it doesn't move on its own, you need to rebake the light map. So just remember that. and now let's go to make a light map. We go Window, Light Mapping, and then it takes us this little window, and then you tell it what to. You can tell it to only light map the lights or renders, or all the things that you need to render. You have shadow distance, shadow resolution. I'm gonna check this shadow probe. Actually, no, I want shadow probes. Anyhow, you can play with these parameters. I'm not very familiar with light maps, so it's fairly new to me. So all I do is just click Bake Scene, and that's it. So nothing to take. No mesh renders or terrains in the scene are marked static. Oh, whoops. Make sure it's selected on also Bake Scene. None of the mesh renders or terrains in the scene are marked as static. Only Oh, yeah. Only static objects will be light mapped, and static objects are objects that don't move, like I said before. So whatever doesn't move, you need to mark it as static by checking the static right here. So what I'm gonna do is not barrels, not crates, but directional light, hall. And this is gonna take everything, mark everything that doesn't move in the level. You can just mark hall. Oh, whoops! You gotta also mark the cubes inside it. It's kind of painful. Plane. Make sure just everything is marked. Sandbags. Turn. Everything that doesn't move, basically. Except for the invisible objects like level change and AI spawn. Those you don't need to, but turret. No, actually, turret moves. So, anyways, mark all of those static. Yes, change children. And then all of them are static. And now, if you bake your scene, window, light mapping, bake. This is gonna take some time, so yeah. Baking texture, you see this loading bar right here? This is baking the scene. I'm gonna pause the video and then I'm gonna resume it once it's done baking, so you can see the final results, how much it affects how your game looks. So let me just pause this right here. Alright, so the light map finished, and it might look a little weird to you at the beginning, but I want to really show you how it affected. Let me just uncheck turrets so the AIs won't bother us, and then let me do the scene. Now look at the amount of detail on the level. On the gun may have not been detailed because we didn't light map it, but look at this for instance. It has lighting just where it should have, and especially the crates. Before it was just one side light, one side wasn't, but look, now when you shoot it, you see how the dynamic shadowing kind of comes into place. Now if you have Unity Pro, of course it will look a lot better, but I think this just makes a world of difference. Just notice the box, look at the barrel. Well, that's a bug we should fix. Anyways, that's what I wanted to show you. I can't believe I almost finished the series without showing you light mapping, but it can really make a difference on your level. You can see everything looks better. If you have more objects in the scene, you probably could see it more, but it really affects how your game looks. And just remember how this crate looks, and then let's go into level 2. Oh, by the way, no, don't save. By the way, for each light map you create, for each scene you create a light map, you get a folder full of images, so don't delete that folder, you need that. And look at the crates here. Hold on, let me just right, it's gonna be a bit complicated to uncheck the AIs, but let me just play that. Now look at the cubes here. Whoops. They look nothing like the cubes back there. See? They have only one side light at a time, or it's either lit or unlit. And then the light map, it's all dynamic shadowing. So that's what I wanted to teach you about light maps. If you don't know where the name comes from, it's because it's basically just a map of where to put the light. So that's from the light map, and this is really the end of the series. Might do a fix series just like I said before. And that's it. Bye bye.